Hi there, I'm Diane and welcome to Extra. Today on the show we talk to Michelle Hofer about Kokoda for Kidneys and we visit the mini arts and crafts show on display for the APEC member spouses. But first up, many people are celebrating Environment Day today and we had a talk with an interesting environmental activist. On today's show we have a climate change activist join us in the studio, Latin. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Diane.
So tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Latin Green. I'm from Manus and I've been walking around the country for the last 6 years. And now I'm doing other things before I should be embarking around the world for another 5 years.
Okay, so you're actually walking around the country to raise awareness for climate change, is that correct?
Definitely. I'm working to promote peace with nature. That's for mankind to respect and not to abuse God's creation.
Right, and why do you think it's important for us to be talking and advocating for climate change?
Well, climate change is the global issue, so I take it as a challenge one man to make a difference, and that is to work on foot and to get the message out to those who are most need the information. And it's about changing the attitude, their mindset, so that people start to preserve the environment and the well-being of the nature.
And you've done a lot of walks and you've been in prison, is that correct, to raise awareness around climate change? Can you tell us a bit about those activities and the profile that you've created?
Well, that is to get the message out for the people, so I protest that I should be locked up and to get the message out so that people will understand and not to abuse and destroy God's creation. So I have to lock myself up. That is a sign that to get the message, to get across.
So how long were you locked up for?
I was locked up for 5 days behind bars and it was a nightmare for me, but I have to get to the situation that it's a challenge that I need to face it.
And have you got a lot of support from people in talking about this and in the work you're doing? Do you have support?
Yes, I have all the support because I was using media as my tool for the campaign around the country. So media were getting the stories out and people know that what I was doing was a good initiative and they are supporting it. Even the church, the women leaders also support that initiative.
And you carried a cross through Fiji, is that correct?
Yes, that cross symbolizes peace with nature. It's the Pacific Ecological Peace Cross, so that the whole idea is to bring care, love, peace, respect, and to understand the creations that we are abusing. So we need to have peace with nature. So that cross symbolizes that.
Great. And how long did you walk around Fiji with that cross?
I walked for 2 kilometers around Suva city,
Suva, okay.
And probably later I will be walking around the whole island.
Great. Is there other Pacific Island countries that you're walking, apart from Papua New Guinea and Fiji, is there any others that you're walking around to raise awareness?
Well, Fiji was the first country, so I'm still in negotiation for the Pacific countries, but definitely I'll be heading to Philippines because Philippines have a good the support because of the Christianity and people love carrying the cross too. And also this cross, it will be an indication that I'm trying to bring peace around the world, and this cross symbolizes that.
And have you got people, other trekkers or other people passionate about climate change coming on the walks with you?
Well, I have to get through the internet to get the people know that I'll be working for climate change and to bring peace around the world. So that will be the next step that before I walk to Philippines.
Great. And why is it that you're passionate about this?
Well, I love walking, and the whole idea is to bring peace. I know that people love to make peace. So this peace is about nature, mankind and nature. We need to have peace because we've been abusing, we've been destroying, and that's where climate change is coming from.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's about our attitude towards the environment. So we need to have peace with nature.
And do you think those, in your opinion, do you think these attitudes will change in maybe like 5-10 years' time? Or?
Well, I'm not trying to change everybody, but it's themselves that they need to change themselves. Yeah. And it will take another 100 years because it's individual that they need to change. Yeah. And they need to change their mindset to do everything. If they love God, then they need to love environment too.
That's right. And do you think more awareness and advocacy needs to be done by everyone, like government and civil society, everyone, so that, people are aware?
Well, if another 5 guys that could join me, then I think we will change the world.
Great.
But it's only me doing everything, so it's a challenge for me to convince everybody to love the environment and to respect and to change the mindset. It's another challenge, obstacles, but one man can make a difference.
Definitely.
And the first step I take, it will take time for people to change.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. And maybe next time you come on, you can talk about the Conservation Act.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For the show.
Great example there that we should all be responsible for our environment. Next, Kokoda for Kidneys.